Right, we're live. Welcome everybody to this week's NIM community call. It's a very prestigious one. As you know, these events are world class. People keep talking about NIM community calls everywhere. They have a reason to. They are really prestigious events indeed. And today I have some special guests with me. We get a lot of questions about NIMs and NymVPN's marketing. So I thought it's time to bring Rob, head of marketing at NIM, back for another round. How's it going, Rob?
Very, very well. Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to see and read a lot of you after many months where we haven't been chatting. I think this episode is about how to make money, right? That's the title. No, the title is how to reach what 100K. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different 100K, but we'll get to that later. It's a different type of number. It's lovely to have you back on, Rob. And of course, I also have someone new with me who you guys haven't met, but who has been a pretty instrumental part of the NIM team for the past quite a few months now. Katrina, our affiliates manager. How's it going?
Hi, doing good. A bit nervous, but we'll make it through.
That's normal. That's normal and expected. But just know that the NIM community is pretty amazing, so they're going to be accommodating and very nice with their questions as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, happy
All
to
right.
be
Well,
here.
yeah, it's really nice to have you on, Katrina. All right, so just a few housekeeping items as usual. Big thanks to everyone for joining us today and hanging out with us. Of course, there's going to be a pull-up at the end of the call, so make sure to stick around by the end. And also, we are going to have, as usual, a Q&A at the end, or if your question is very relevant to what we're talking about at the time, I'm going to grab it right away. If you want to ask a question from Katrina, Rob, or myself, then just leave it on the Twitch or YouTube live chat, or you can also leave it on the NIM Matrix server on the general chat if you don't want to compromise your privacy and don't want to log in with your YouTube account. Now, with all of that said, let's get right into it. My first question is to Rob, because you've been on this call before. It's been a pretty crazy few months since you joined the team. So I wanted to ask you what you've been up to since our previous community call.
I think it was last July, so some 10 months ago, something like that. A lot. We've been doing a lot over the past 10 months. I think the main things we've been focusing on, obviously, is preparing the product and the audiences for the launching, and as of 10 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago, launching the bulk of the marketing plan that has been sort of unleashing properly for the past 2 weeks. To give you an idea of sort of what we have been doing, we were starting pretty much from scratch on product marketing 10 months ago. So we've been working on building up the team. Obviously, Katrina joined on the affiliate side. We've got a wonderful, talented ads manager as well called Xenia, who works on building up our ads. With a new SEO strategy and SEO manager as well, who's working on growing the organic traffic to the site. So bringing new people in, so they can eventually purchase on the website. So very, very broad structuration of the team, structuration of the plan. And after 10 months, we were at the end of it. We were a bit like race horses in the starting blocks, wanting to get out.
Tell me about it, Rob.
Yeah, and there was the launch, and even after the launch, we had a couple of weeks where we needed to fine tune some technical things to be able to sell the product, and it happened. And as of 2 weeks ago, we are racing. We are properly racing and running. It's increasing in speed. The run, obviously, 2 weeks is, but I'll get into the detail of that. But 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks, the first few weeks and few months, maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks, is a lot of fine tuning. So we are going gradually, so we don't just burn cash. We are very, very careful with what we do with the finances of NIM. So we're spending to learn what are the audiences that perform, what are the audiences that don't, the messages that work, the messages that don't with the audiences, so we can progressively get more and more customers, hitting the right people at the right time with the right message. So lots in
More on
10
that.
months.
More on that part in a bit. I have a few questions prepared about that part. But before that, I wanted to ask a bit more of a general one. Now that you've been here for 10 months, and obviously we oversaw the launch of NymVPN, as our beloved community already knows. How would you summarize NymVPN's marketing strategy?
Summarize it. I can tell you about the big lines of it. So it's performance marketing, obviously digital marketing central. That's a no-brainer. We're not going on TV for anytime soon. We had that conversation internally, at least for the next 18 months. The reason for it is, it's the return on investment is adventurous. It's hard to track the results. It requires a big initial budget with no guarantee, and we are here to win. And we're here to grow reliably. So nothing crazy from that perspective. The DNA of the marketing plan is performance marketing. So things we can track, typically not TV, things we can track and measure, so we can learn what works, what doesn't very, very quickly, and have a turnover on that. So yeah, the core are affiliates, paid ads, SEO, and PRs. We have a pretty integral funnel strategy from people who have never heard of VPNs all the way to our big focus, which is people who already have VPNs and are discovering that actually more than VPN, what they need is NIM and NIM's technology, which we summarize as the world's most secure VPN. All of you obviously know that it's not a VPN in the traditional sense because it's not a single server, but we called it NymVPN obviously so that it could be understandable by everyone who has a VPN that it is in that market, but it's just a radically better technology. So we educate people who already have VPNs to convert them.
Thanks for that answer. It's very exciting. There goes it, guys. For all of you who asked questions on the NIM Telegram in the past months about NIM's marketing strategy, that's your high level. Feel free to listen to it again. Now, a quick question about audiences. Were there any major surprises as we were finding out which audiences work best for NymVPN, or was it more cookie cutter?
Yeah, there was one thing. It's not going to surprise anyone in this call, but it surprised me. And the reason why it surprised me is because it's something I had tried in the past, working at another leading VPN. And that's something that never delivered. And it's the crypto audiences. It's pushing VPNs to the crypto audiences. And it's audiences that historically are a lot more defensive, are obsessed with privacy, and nothing is ever good enough. And that was my experience with previous products that were, and I've learned this from the difference that in interaction that I have with NIM now, that were not good enough in the past. And now that we have brought NymVPN, the reactions are in the crypto community excessively good. And this is the audience that is reacting the best to the product and that is very, very interested in it. And it's going to keep growing, we saw the news in France with increasing violence on crypto investors and sort of the realization that crypto security and crypto privacy are things that are going to be increasingly important. So protecting people's transactions with NymVPN is only receiving growing interest.
Absolutely, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, well, this is the sort of the answer that I was fishing for with the question. And yeah, we have the cypherpunk roots, just like the entire crypto space stems from the cypherpunk movement. I don't think there are many other VPNs which can say the same. There are a few, but not many. Yeah, we are very well positioned for the crypto market. Actually, moving on to Katrina a little bit because I want to learn about the affiliate program as well. But before we do that, I'm going to play a very well produced, beautiful video about our affiliate program. Are you ready, Katrina?
Yeah, roll the clip.
Hi there, my name is Katrina and I'm the Affiliate Marketing Manager here at NymVPN. I'm excited to share that we have not only rebranded, but now we're launching our affiliate program. NymVPN is not just another VPN, it's a revolution in the privacy industry. The program is generous and you can earn up to 40% per every sale. We have partnered with Impact.com to make promoting NymVPN easy for you. You can track your commissions and get paid without any hassle. You'll find all the needed materials on Impact.com. Our team has prepared banners, copy, and video assets for you to promote us. This is your chance to join the future of online privacy. The NymVPN affiliate program gives you a chance to promote a product that people love. Click the link to fill the form, get approved, and start promoting NymVPN.
Just lovely.
So you can feel self-conscious all you want. This video is great. The production is great. Really well said words. So I think it's well done, and it's a really nice summary of the program. The form to sign up to the affiliate program has been shared in the chat. But since we're still at the high level part of this call, let's talk about affiliate programs. Explain them to me like I'm 5. What is an affiliate program? Why should NymVPN have one?
So it's basically working with partners who can promote NymVPN on different channels. So they promote us, we get new customers, and they get a commission for the sales they make. So now we work with different types of partners. At first, we are trying to educate audiences a bit more on the product that we have. So we're working with like the big publishers like PCMag, Cyber News, and etc. But we also work with like smaller media buyers, with people who have audiences on social media and etc. And we do that through impact. So that's basically what we do. At the moment, we only just launched the program about 2 weeks ago, and we have received a lot of applications to work with us. It's around 150. And I also do receive a lot of emails coming from different people. I think that coming from the community as well, of people who want to work with us, who want to spread the news, and who want to talk about NymVPN.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, really good job on hitting the ground running with the affiliate program. There's a lot of work that's gone into this, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's finally happening. More on the nitty gritty of the affiliate program a bit later, but I wanted to get into the sort of the sit rep part of this call, which is we talked about big picture stuff, such as what our strategy is, what Rob has been up to since he joined the company. But now let's move on to where we are today with that strategy. And I'm moving back to Rob with this question. So there's this adoption curve that you mentioned to me in private, and also on this call you alluded to it, the user adoption curve. Now, what is this curve like, and where are we on it today in terms of our user adoption curve?
So we are in the early phase, obviously, of the adoption curve for the paid product. We've had the beta version available for quite a while. Most of you have been using it actively, and all of your priceless insights have really helped shape the product and make it better for everyone. So big thanks for that. And then we have the paid customers that have been joining us since the launch. And as that has happened, we have been working on improving the product while launching the marketing. The stage we're on right now is a testing phase. So for at least 2 months, what we're doing is launching all of our ads. We've launched several campaigns. We have a launch deal that a lot of you may have seen. If you get the 2-year plan, you get 4 months free. If you get the 1-year plan, you get 3 months free. And in addition to that, if you pay in crypto, you only pay half. You only pay 50%. So that's, again, to attract the crypto audience that I've been talking about, which is so responsive and so loving of Nym and NymVPN. So we are in this early stage where we are testing. We've launched campaigns for ads on Google Ads, so search ads. If you type Nym, you will, or if you type quite a few keywords that are related to cybersecurity, you will have a banner above your Google search that says NymVPN, the world's most secure VPN, and that explains a little bit what we do. We have display ads, so the ad banners that you see on the side of websites. We have ads on Brave, the wonderful privacy technology. So I do recommend that you use Brave independently from us, because they're wonderful people and friends of Nym in many ways. But so we have been rolling out the ad campaigns here, understanding what works, what doesn't, because it's very exciting. NymVPN is a product that is associated with VPNs, but it's something new. So there is the way VPNs behave in terms of marketing, and there is the way NymVPN behaves, which is different because it's a different technology and people perceive it differently. So we've been launching the ads, testing. We've discovered the crypto audience is reacting wonderfully. The privacy audience is reacting wonderfully as well. It's a bit of a challenging one because when you get in the world of communicating with cybersecurity and privacy communities, usually no one is ever happy. That's kind of the baseline. Is everyone is grumpy, nothing is good enough, and this is the conversation that you have again and again and again with people. And that's true to some extent of NymVPN, like it is with everyone. The only difference is everyone is grumpy, and at the end of the day, people sign up for NymVPN because it's a better technology than the competitors. So it's a bit of a paradoxical sort of audience to work with, because they sound very grumpy, but at the end of the day, they are very faithful because they care about the end result of the product. So these are the two audiences that we have been working on very actively. So cybersecurity, privacy communities, and crypto communities. And in addition to that, we are obviously, these are the early adopters, but we are slowly going to get into the mainstream as well of people who use VPNs, not just for streaming stuff, but for the real purpose of one of the also important purpose of VPN, which is cybersecurity and privacy. And in that group of people, we're getting fairly good responses as well. It's very early, but very good responses as well on once we educate people on what metadata is, what are the major concerns with people's metadata being exposed, which we will talk about, I think, today, and that's a very, very important topic, and it's a rising topic, and you're going to hear about it obviously everywhere in the coming months, and months at least, years, definitely. So the moment we start explaining to people what's different about NymVPN in the mainstream, they tend to convert relatively well too.
Excellent. Now, you sort of alluded to A/B testing before. You know how you spoke a lot about testing with different audiences, and I'm just wondering why the testing and this gradual approach. Isn't it? Should we just flood the app with all the users that we can find? Shouldn't we just run all the campaigns all at the same time? How does this work?
There are a couple of answers to that. The first one is, if we do that, we're going to burn our money and not get the results we want for it. That's the first answer. Is we spend smartly, so that we get results and we get customers for NymVPN, and we can actually grow the product and grow the token as a result of it. The second reason is, the more customers we have, the more feedback we have on the product. And as we get several thousand daily users and buyers of the product who are very demanding with the quality, obviously, as they should, of what we're doing. We get more feedback on the product and the things that we should change. So we keep growing, and then everyone, whenever you send a message to the customer experience team and the customer support team, everything gets looped back to the product. They run through, communicate the message, and everyone starts working on improvements, fix new ideas. Sometimes it's not a problem. Sometimes it's you're doing great. We had an idea. We should be doing that or that feature. And there are quite a few incoming features that should be arriving this year that are the result of customer requests. So these are the two main answers. One is we need to spend smartly, understand the audience so we can have a good return on investment, a good customer acquisition costs, which is one of the things we focus on as a marketing team. How much does it cost to get someone to start becoming a customer for Nym? And the second one is not overload the product with new customers, as it keeps on improving every week.
Yes, exactly. And the reason why I asked about this gradual nature of the curve, and why I wanted to hear your response to this, is because we get obviously we're very upfront and transparent with the community about everything, and that includes launching all the ad campaigns and stuff like that. And then we get questions sometimes on Telegram: where's the marketing, all of that good stuff, right? Guys, there's an infinite amount of money you can spend on ads and user acquisition. It's literally infinite, and doing it smart and A/B test along the way, and adjusting your strategy based on what works can be the difference between burning through a whole bunch of money with no actual impact versus using that money in a smart way and growing your user base significantly. So I hope that we're doing a good job at showing that this is in good hands at Nym. Now, with all of that said, and the good hands of Rob being shown off, now let's also show off the good hands of Katrina, because now that we're in the SITREP part of the call, let's talk a little bit about the affiliate program in the sense of where it stands today. How many affiliates do you have? What kind of affiliates are we working with? This kind of stuff.
So I mentioned quite briefly, we do have like partnerships with big partners who are very known in the tech industry. So like, as I said, like PC World, Mac World, Cyber News. And we are now looking into more crypto publications that could talk about us. We are providing a lot of information about like the use cases and about how to showcase the product in the best ways possible. But there's also a lot of applications and a lot of people who work, and we don't actually know exactly what type of content they post. So I'm very cautious in approving accounts, in approving new affiliates, because we cannot control that much of what type of content they actually post. But we do provide a lot of information on what Nym is, and it's usually people who have really like tech audiences. But we know that working with a lot of affiliates is the way to go. So we approve accounts for like coupon sites, small social bloggers, and etc. And we also have, I saw a lot of questions about influencers. I know that people think that's the way to go. We do have some small content creators on YouTube that have been in contact with me, and I'm talking with them. But it's just for this stage, we really want to get more customers without spending too much money. So the smart way to do this is to work with a lot of partners who do agree to work on a commission, and then to see what works best, with which topics perform best, which countries perform best, and etc. So there's a good mix of different partners that we have now. But the idea is to scale it and to do it quite aggressively once we're ready for that, and once we see where to invest and what is the best, what are the best publications to invest in.
Excellent. Now, my next question to you, this one I was kind of wondering if I should put in the big picture part or in this part, but
Yeah.
I guess since now we have some actual on the ground real knowledge about our affiliate program, not just like theoretical, but it's actually running now. I thought it was more appropriate here. So, what makes a good affiliate in general? So, if someone wants to join the affiliate program, who should apply, who shouldn't? What are you looking for?
Yeah, so I'm coming from a different world before. So I worked in ecom, and there everyone was a good affiliate. Like anyone who makes money for the company is a good affiliate, is a good partner. Here, I feel like it's a bit different because we want not to mislead any people. We really want to have the reputation that we have now. We want to educate the people on how to use the product, what is the product for, and etc. So mainly a good affiliate for NymVPN is the one who has the right audience, because we want to have long-term partnerships with the affiliates. And once they start promoting and they don't see any results because they're targeting the incorrect audience, they usually just leave the program. So mainly, I think that a good affiliate is the one that has a good audience, somebody who's creative and who understands how to post creative stuff about us. And then I'm not sure, for now it's people who have experience in affiliate marketing. So just to be like the accounts that I'm approving right now on Impact are the ones who are verified, and we know that they don't run traffic in like any suspicious places. They don't do any like weird stuff online. So it's mainly like clean and good affiliates.
Lean and good affiliates. You heard it here
Yeah.
first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's a good answer, but yeah, that's what we're
No, that's
looking
perfect.
for.
That's perfect, and I guess we'll get back to the distinction between the upcoming referral program and some more information about the referral program and the affiliate program and who should choose which, but more on that later, because that's the future part of this call. I'm segmenting everything. You don't even have to worry about it, guys. I'm here to do everything. All right. So next up, this is a question to both of you. Whoever wants to grab it first. In general terms, are things going according to plan? And whether yes or no, what makes you the most excited of our progress so far?
So if I can, I will start, and then maybe I will talk about affiliates, and then Rob can talk about marketing in general. I feel like getting the amount of applications of people to work with us, who want to work with us, was really nice, and it showed me that there's so much potential with affiliates. And also just to tell you about how usually it goes with like the big partners like PC World or Cybernews, whatever. At first, they do evaluate the product. They said that like the VPN market is really competitive right now, and they don't approve a lot of accounts that want a lot of companies that want to work with them. So all of them saying yes to NIM is a big deal. And I was receiving really good feedback, and all of those that you will see here now in the chat are people that want to work with us for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or whatever. They want to see us succeed. They see the issues that we might have at the moment, but they also see the potential. So I'm really happy about the way it's going right now. I feel like it's going to start scaling really quickly, because we're putting in like a lot of work, but we just need to organize and optimize some of the things, and then we can just scale like crazy. So that's my answer.
That's music to my ears. Truly,
Yeah, yeah.
it's really nice to hear that that our partners also get what we're all about. Rob, I muted your mic for a second with your approval because a lot of background noise from your current location. What's your answer to this question, sir? What's the thing that makes you most excited so far, and are we on track with your plans?
Your question is about so far, not about the coming year. So far, I think my answer is very mathematical. We've launched ads, and we've launched affiliates, and we've launched and scaled now significantly SEO. So search engine optimization, bringing traffic to the website through keywords. So we build on the blog lots and lots of articles and content that is attracting the attention of people who wonder a lot of things about cybersecurity, and they come to our pages. Our click-through rates are very good. The conversion rates are going to keep growing. So click-through rate is the clicks from wherever people are, whether it's an ad or whatever it is, to the website. So all of that part is really showing the interest that people, the genuine interest, and the overwhelmingly good response we're having to NymVPN. So that part is the part that makes me think we're on track, which we are numbers wise, but which we are as well in terms of sort of how we expect the curve to go. So that's probably a huge component. Where we have a lot of work to do in the coming months is going to be on our conversion rate. Once people are on the website, we need to be optimizing that quite a lot, so that we keep people engaged, we keep people educated, and eventually we get people to get the product. So conversion rate and retention. I saw a question on the side flying around about what were the most important metrics. Whether it's a customer acquisition cost or retention. At the moment, the metric that you can't measure is the most important, which is reputation, which is why Katrina is working with such quality partners that are really bringing us forward as a reputable company, and scaling that. Obviously, all of you are aware of the fact that we are good people doing things in a very genuine way, but scaling that information through reputation is key. Then retention and customer acquisition cost, we are focusing on these two things in together in combination. We want to keep the customer acquisition cost in control. It's going to keep on getting smaller and smaller with time. How much it costs to get a new customer. We keep it in control, and we focus over the next 6 months on retention. So we are going to keep on having customers that we need to keep. And for that, probably another very reassuring number, staying in the numbers of what sort of makes me feel good about what's coming in the coming quarters, is the ratio of 1 year plan, 2 year plans, and 1 month plans. So we were expecting a lot more 1 month plans, and a lot less 1 year and 2 year plans to come our way. And what ended up happening is we had people who, either because of the beta but had trust in the product and had a need for the product, and so signed up with a lot of confidence for the longer term plans. So this is really telling us that there is actually a genuine potential for traction in the coming year, up to 100K by the end of the year.
Up to 100K. We'll move on to the 100K in a second, but you didn't mention my favorite number, Rob, which was really surprising to me and very nice to hear, which is, am I accurate, or is it accurate that we get like 10K visitors per week on nym.com now?
Yeah, that's as of last week. But again, it's less about the number, it's more about the traction of the numbers. That's, I think, 35% more than the week before. So it's picking up. I can give you another number. I can give you that number. That's not sort of strategically dramatic. Last week, we got the number of downloads on the App Store multiplied by 10 week on week. So 10, like you add a 0 to the number that we had the week before. And we have that sort of traction, sort of picking up on a few things here and there. And obviously, we are nurturing where it's growing. So we're going to pay a lot of attention to our Mac users, which we already are doing. Obviously, there were some difficulties with the product on the Windows and Android. So everyone understand a big focus of the deployment of our marketing, of the things that are already out there. I think there are dozens and dozens already of affiliates articles, of free public relations PR articles as well, ads all over Brave and on a big chunk of Google's cybersecurity search. But we are really focusing on the Mac users so far because they are the ones who will have the best experience of the product for the next few weeks.
Great. Excellent. Thanks for those answers. And now it's time to dive into the third section of this call, which is going to be like present moment to the future. I first want to ask you, Rob, about the context, because obviously the launch of NymVPN did not happen in a vacuum. The world is going pretty crazy these days, and these are obviously very turbulent times in a geopolitical sense, in an economic sense. Does this help us? Does this set us back? What's your take of the times that be and NymVPN launching among those conditions?
Times are shit. I don't know if I can use this word. In the world of cybersecurity, I mean, obviously, crypto had an interesting sort of evolution over the past few months as well. And this is why you need a product like ours, and this is why we do our job, because when politics are getting more and more muddy all over the world, and sort of eyeing onto people's private informations, private conversations, private data, it's becoming normalized and justified by instability. Times are tough. Let's spy on everyone. When you get that sort of logic sort of permeating and growing, this is why we wake up in the morning and do our job, because we need to protect as many people as possible. So the context is bad for the world, and I'm not going to say good for Nym, but Nym is good for the context. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Nym helps in this context especially, I believe. And you mentioned already something that is very surprising to me, but I'm really, really happy to see it, that metadata is becoming a trending topic these days. You can actually... so metadata privacy was this very obscure thing that nobody actually knew about, except for those people who knew about the Snowden revelations a bit more in depth and understood how the NSA's PRISM program worked. But it's been like a fact in our space, in the privacy space, that that metadata is the new data, and basically, companies and governments don't really care about the contents of your messages as much as they do about the metadata. It's much easier to process at scale, and it contains a ton of personally revealing information about all of us. But now you actually see rumblings on Twitter all over the place about metadata, and I think that's just in time. Maybe it's even due to the NymVPN launch. I don't know how grandiose I should be with my claims, but what do you think?
We are pushing that information, that story forward massively, everywhere we can, and this is sort of key to the conversations we have with the press at the moment. The growth in interest of metadata it's increasingly understandable by people. It used to be something that was a bit complex, and what is metadata, what is and it's bad times when you call your company Meta, by the way, but now people are understanding it in a very simple way. When we tell people, your data is the content of your letter, the metadata is the envelope in which you have the message. The envelope can be closed. There is still the name of the sender, the name of the receiver, the stem from the post, the date of when it was sent, received, whether it's perfumed as a letter, whether. So I think it's in Romeo and Juliet. It's the letter that causes their fall, or something like that, if I remember correctly. Romeo and Juliet is actually a metadata story. But
before it was cool.
Before it was cool, but this is people are understanding that, okay, you protect my messages, but if everybody knows that I send messages to this person permanently, every day or every week, or at certain times, or when certain things happen to me, this is actually teaching people that I don't know, this is my girlfriend, that this is my friend, that I have a very intense relationship with these people whenever there's that news coming out. So you can actually learn pretty much everything about people through metadata. And until NIM and NymVPN, there wasn't really a solution for that. So of course, the whole cybersecurity space didn't talk about metadata much because they didn't really have a solution for it. That's the mad thing, right? It's a business world. So cybersecurity companies will talk to you about the cybersecurity risks and threats and challenges that they can solve, not about the huge ones that are actually out there, but that they didn't have a solution for. And I mean, we are a company and we solve metadata, so metadata spying. So we're going to talk about that. I guess that's the good news, and the bad news is people didn't talk about it until us because they didn't have a solution. We talk about it because we have a solution. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to in the next year, is the growing of that narrative. There are two more things I think that are quite promising. The first one is China. The opportunity and the growing opportunity for NymVPN. I'm going to be careful with my words. For NymVPN to provide secure communications in countries where this was not necessarily the case. So that's probably the most exciting thing going forward for NIM and for, who knows, for billions of people maybe as well. So that's one of the key things, and the other one is obviously growing NIM to our goal, which is 100K by the end of the year, 100K users, and what it means. To give you context, that would mean that NymVPN becomes one of the top VPNs in the world, in the top 20 within a year of its launch, and so far we are pretty much on track to get there. I don't think that there are other VPNs that have grown so quickly, but we've got the technology to back it up. So it's not just our work on the marketing side. There's a product that we sell, and that product is a fantastic piece of technology, which is why it's going to grow so well, and why it's starting to grow so well already on the curve. We've got 66% increase in sales this week compared to the week before. That is sort of the trend we are on at the moment. It's not the biggest numbers in the industry because we have started 2 weeks ago on the marketing side, but the trends we have and that we intend to maintain relatively well for as long as possible are telling us that there is traction. So two good things: China and the 100K.
All right. Not to mention, just I'll throw it in there as well that crypto summer is definitely here, and it's here to stay. Hopefully until the end of the year. So that's also really great timing for us. Like Rob mentioned, we seem to be very popular in crypto circles. Unlike basically any other VPN so far who tried to reach that audience. That is for a good reason, like I mentioned, and hopefully the crypto summer will help us out here quite a bit. So it's very exciting times. I've been saying this since like mid 2024 that 2025 is the big year, the most exciting year for NIM, and I think it's playing out quite nicely. Now moving on to Katrina for a little bit, because we can't wrap this call up without talking about our referral program. Now, the referral program is something that Katrina owns, but there is quite a big overlap between her field and mine in this regard, because there's a part of the upcoming referral program reserved specifically for the NIM community and you guys that we worked out together. So let's talk about the referral program. First of all, let's share a timeline with the community, maybe a rough one, when it's going to come out, because it's been delayed a couple of times. We prioritize other things such as the affiliate program to roll out first. What's the timeline these days? When is it coming?
So we have almost everything ready for the referrals program. We are working to make it like as smooth as possible. It's going to work through your app. You're going to send the link very easily to anyone you want to send it to. But there's just a bit of tiny work in the back end. So it should be live. Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, but in like a month or two. But you will definitely, like, the community will hear about this. You will be the first ones to hear about this. And I will do like a video like I did for affiliates. I'll do a video for referrals as well. Just kidding. But yeah, we're pretty much ready and we're very excited. I'm excited to work with Sudo in the program. So basically what the program will be is our standard customers will be able to refer a friend and just to send the link to get the app, and they will get additional months. And when it comes to community, it's going to be, as Sudo says, the best referral program in the world, and it's actually going to be a really good referral program. So
wait, let us cover the legal risks there. It's the best VPN referral program in the market that we can say that hands down. I checked, most of them haven't seen a better one, so we can say that hands down.
So it's going to be really, like, honestly, it's going to be a generous program, and we will have the best incentives at the start, because we really want to bring in as many people as we can to use and test the product. And it's going to be, it doesn't matter which of the plans of the subscriptions the one who gets the referral code will purchase. If it's going to be 1 month, 1 year, 2 year, it doesn't matter. You will get incentives for any of those plans. So yeah, and once we launch, even before we launch, we will send all of the information to the community. You will definitely know about this first. And we expect a lot of customers coming from the referral program. Once we have both affiliates and referrals, I think we will be bringing a lot of people to NymVPN. So maybe you want to comment a bit more about the community referrals part, the best program.
All right,
in the world.
Let's drop that alpha on people. So the reason why the NymVPN referral program is going to be the best VPN referral program in the world is because those of you who participate in the NIM Squad League and hang out with us on these calls and contribute in various different ways to the NIM vision via the NIM Squad League framework. Those of you will also get, besides the usual, which you see with many other VPNs, you get a few extra months. Both you and the person who you invite gets a few extra months. In our case, you're also going to be getting token rewards from the Squad Wealth Fund if you bring customers and if you sell NymVPN subscriptions. Now, hopefully, so not ready to share all the details yet because that would be a bit premature. And where's the fun in that, right? So stay tuned for the actual announcement. But it is going to be truly awesome. We've put a lot of work into it with Katrina over the past few months, so I'm really excited and looking forward to sharing it with you. Now, one thing I think before we jump into the community questions, Katrina, let's talk about the difference between the affiliate program and the referral program. In terms of who it's for and who should apply for both. It's a trick question because to one of them you don't have to apply actually.
Yeah, exactly. So the referrals program is for anyone. I feel like if you feel excited about the product, you can share it with your family, with anyone you know. And the affiliates program, as we talked before, is more for the specialists who work in affiliate marketing. I think that you can try affiliate marketing if you have an audience of any type anywhere, but really want the people who work with us to succeed as well. So for most of the people, you can join and you can do it by working with the referral program or just referring the product. And for all of the people who have experience in affiliates, sign up through the form or contact me directly, and I will help you to become a partner of us. Yeah, as Rocio said, it's not the same. They have like the mechanism is very like similar of how it works. You do talk about the product that you like, but these are a bit different, and we really wanted to bring in community for them to be able to help us in scaling. So I feel like the referrals will be the number one way for you to join the marketing team, kind of.
Big thanks for the answer. Really looking forward to launching the referral program finally with you. And I think we're at the end of my questions.
Just one thing I forgot. I'm really sorry. I forgot
ahead.
one exciting thing as well. And also, me and Sudo, we worked a lot on creating a really nice leaderboard, which is going to look really nice. Again, it's not going to happen that soon, but we will do it in a way where you can see like how you're doing in the referral program. It will look really nice, and it will be like top notch because everything that Sudo does is like top quality. So we're working with the team.
Don't make me blush, Katrina.
Yeah, so working with the team to create a leaderboard for you to see the progress of your peers and just to see the progress of your own referrals as well.
Exactly. So stay tuned for that. Now, with that said, we are going to jump into the community questions. So once again, thanks to everyone who hung out with us for all this time and also for the beautiful questions. First up is our beloved Beyond. Question is, which channels have been most effective in attracting the first NymVPN users? What is the main metric of marketing success at this stage of scaling? MAU, retention, CAC, or something else? Rob kind of addressed some of these, but let's take a crack at it.
Yes. So I talked about retention, customer acquisition cost, working together quite closely on what we're looking at with a lot of care and attention over the next few months and over the past few weeks. The most effective channels would be at the moment SEO and affiliates. So affiliates has been growing over the past 2 weeks. It started at 3 affiliates, then 8. I think we're at 20 something now. Katrina has a series of, I think, 100 and something incoming ones as well, which we're holding on to, but holding off to gradually scale with them. As mentioned, it's not that we can't, we can, we just want to do it well so that we build the partnerships with people who we generate revenues for, so that we have close partners who can trust us and stay our partners in the long term. So affiliates and search engine optimization, working on bringing people through organic traffic, or typical things like questions on what is metadata, things like that. And when you type that in Google, we pop and people click on our page and understand what is metadata, what is the risk of it for them to have their metadata exposed, and then what are the solutions, things like that. there are very genuine ways actually of it's not just sales and ads. It's with affiliates, we work with people who really understand the value of the technology behind them, of the mixnet. And same for SEO. We build blog articles so that we get people to really understand the benefit of what we're doing. And it's very important to really see in this stage to focus on that. So yeah, these are the two channels at the moment.
So thanks for that answer. Anything to add there, Katrina?
No.
It's hard to find something to add to Rob's
Exactly.
answer, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Thanks for the question, Beyond. Thanks for the answer, Rob. Next up is also from Beyond. I think it's going to be a quick one because we mostly addressed this already. Do you plan to collaborate with opinion leaders or brands in the field of cybersecurity or Web3? How does the team plan to deal with high user churn if it occurs after active campaigns? Maybe let's just address the second part of the question. The first one, I think we already covered, and we got to find time to answer the many beautiful questions that we got. So it's how does the team plan to deal with high user churn if it occurs after active campaigns? If you have an answer, I'm pretty sure Rob has an answer to that.
Yeah, two reasons why. First reason is because people are right, and we need to sort of question ourselves and question the quality of the product and how we can improve the experience of people. Obviously not the technology, but how people experience the technology. Obviously it's improved every week. We reduced again the connection time that was a bit long, so that now when you connect, it's faster. It should get faster and faster and faster every week. Pretty much, it's getting better from that perspective. So if we've got an important churn, it's first of all, are we doing what we should be doing? And the second thing is, are we talking to the right people, to people who actually care about the product? And we don't want to just sell for the sake of selling to people who might not genuinely need the product. So we need to, if that were the case, we would need to refocus really on people who are committed to using the product because they have a need for it.
Thanks for that answer. All right, next up is the third and last question from Beyond. I think this is a good one, although we addressed it, so I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to answer this one. What role would the community play in the VPN's growth? Are there any special roles or activities planned for ambassadors? As you heard, there is a whole special program coming specifically for to you and for you guys to the Nym Squad League, which is going to be the referral program, so stay tuned for that. Besides that, Daniel is also cooking something. Our head of growth for Latin America, Daniel Vasquez, he's also cooking something for the Latin American community. So some of you may already know about that. I'm not going to say more because it's his realm. So stay tuned for that as well. And of course, for the people who are why can't I speak? Yeah, experience. That was the word that I was looking for. People who have experience in affiliate marketing can also join the affiliate program. So that's by and large the role of the community. Thanks for the question, Beyond. Next up is from Uncle Lamb. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for hanging out with us. This one is for Rob. What do you think about making ads through the YouTube influencers? Is it useful or no? If no, then why do so much people use it? That's a good question. What do we know about working with influencers to push VPNs?
It's great. The margins reduced significantly though over the past few years as there was more and more competition. It's something we intend on doing, which is again rolling things progressively. I'd rather focus my time, energy, and resources on building an affiliate strategy that delivers revenue solidly, ads that delivers revenue solidly before we get into the next stage. But we should be doing influencers integrations by the end of the summer. So we'll get to it. We're just consolidating the steps so we can grow in a very healthy way for NymVPN.
I can add a bit more. I used to work with influencers for quite some time in the previous company, and basically it's very costly. It does work, but it's extremely costly. When you see integrations on huge channels, they usually get extreme money, like 50K per 60-second integrations. And I feel like the way we should start at least is working with niche influencers and niche content creators that even if they get a couple thousand views, but those views are of the people that would be potential customers for Nym, because we could invest a lot, and we could put it for brand awareness always. But at the moment, our goal within the marketing team, I think, is to get as many customers as we can to use the product, and not just get brand awareness. So that's the answer.
Good point. Thanks for the answers and thanks for the question, Uncle. Next one is from Wunderbear, our old and good friend and node operator. Are there any numbers available for the current amount of paying users of NymVPN, ideally split into Mixnet and VPN users? Those two are the same, aren't they? Do you have any numbers for us, Rob?
I need to be a little bit careful with what I share, because then this stream is it's wonderful people, but then it's going publicly on YouTube, and we have very curious competitors who would like to know exactly where we stand in the cycle. So on the exact number of paying users, I can't sort of detail that too publicly. The ratio between Mixed and fast mode I can share. And at the moment, the split is roughly 8%, 20%, varying from that to 90%, 10% towards the fast mode. So we learned that, on the daily, and this is why we what we wanted and why we did these two modes. On the daily, people really use the fast mode permanently connected. This is what I do. This is what most of the people are doing as well, I think. And then when there is something ultra secure that is required, sending a text and email, we switch modes. So this is sort of the usage of the. Obviously, we are not sort of people who are permanently on the Mixnet mode because the message sent to my mother needs to be secure, but it is not a state secret. So flipping between the two is really the healthiest way to. I'm permanently safe with Nym, and I connect to NymVPN as I'm always connected to NymVPN. So I'm relaxed about that. I'm safe in an airport where I'm currently am on public Wi-Fi, where I currently am connected to NymVPN, which I currently am as well, to make sure that whatever I do is safe from cybersecurity risks. And whenever I have a more secure intensive sort of need, I just switch, and it's 90-10.
90-10. Well, Rob can't share the paid customer numbers because of competitors paying a lot of attention to us, probably, hopefully. But I can.
I know that there are meetings at the top VPN while having conversations about Nym, very, very intensive.
Hi there, competitors. We love you, and we're in the same space. We're in the same fight. So much love to all of you. Now, what I can share, though, is what we shared already publicly. This was before the launch, though, and this was when NymVPN was unpaid. We hit 5K daily active users at some point. That's the closest number I can give you to the current number of users. All right, thanks for the question, Wunderbear. And moving on to the next one from Jason. I really like this question. This one is to both of you, actually. Is working for a project that values privacy so much, or did working for a project that values privacy so much made you rework your marketing strategy? Question mark.
I can answer on my side. Katrina, go ahead.
Yeah, I can say just the small things that are different. Like we don't, because most of the companies, even like if they are a privacy company, they do track their customers. Like they know everything about their customer from head to toe, and we do it a bit differently. We use different solutions to do our marketing, and it does. It's a bit harder. Because usually you know so much about your customer, you can like come to their house and just say, hi, we know you're purchasing this and that. And for us, we still stay with the same mindset, and we don't adjust things, because what were the tools that the company was using, which were like open source and etc. We are still using them, even though it has a small impact on our marketing, because we cannot track as well as we would with like Google Analytics or something else.
Nothing to add.
Nothing to add. Yeah, you guys can't imagine how well the infrastructure to like surveil everybody and collect all the data is built, and how difficult it is to do things outside of that framework. We are committed to doing things outside of that framework, and this requires a whole lot of creativity and a lot of different in a lot of different ways. I actually did think about publicizing some of our struggles sometimes. Maybe I will write a few blog posts or maybe forum posts about all the different things that happen when you really try to do things top to bottom without tracking individuals and identifying them. We're technically over time, but we have so many good questions still. Are you guys fine staying a bit longer?
Yeah, Rob?
I have a meeting with Doctors Without Borders and their use of NymVPN to protect people on the ground in sensitive places all over the world, and how it's helping them. So I'm going to have to run, unfortunately.
All right, Rob. I think maybe Katrina and I can still have a crack at. Without you, it's going to be different. Without you, it's going to be empty and gray
Sad.
all around. But we'll make do without you. So big thanks for joining, and catch you soon.
Much love to all of you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so it's just the two of us now. You don't have to.
No pressure.
He can't hear you anymore. Yes, exactly. No pressure. All right, so next up is from Rocio. Thanks for a great question, Rocio. Squads continually participate in events to promote our NymVPN. Can we have a special affiliate squad? This is actually more for you, Katrina. Do you see the like use of affiliate program participation instead of referral program participation, which I think makes probably more sense for this?
So we do have a specific program that we're creating with Daniel. That's going to be different from the referrals because of all of the people that go to conferences and events. It will give people the opportunity to get payouts in just like fiat money and just through the Impact platform. But I feel like I need to inform everyone that it does take a lot of time and a lot of understanding of how affiliates work to make it successful for you, and just to not get people spend their own money to promote NymVPN. I feel like we could stick to referrals more than focusing on the affiliate program. But of course, if any of you have any questions, my email is online. I'm not sure if I can say it, but it's everywhere, so you can find it. It's even in
Guys, Most of you are in DMs with me. So if you need Katrina's contact info, I'm happy to DM it to you. Just reach out.
Just get in touch. We do have a lot of different partnerships upcoming. It's not just going to be standard affiliates. It's going to be a lot of different ones. So if you have any ideas, my inbox is always open and we can talk and we can chat about options.
Excellent. Thanks for the answer. Thanks for the question as well, Rocio. And I believe the next question is a rephrasing by Uncle M of Rocio's previous question. So a few of us are helping with translations at the moment. Not just helping, actually, NymVPN and the Nym website and even the help center is being localized to a bunch of different languages as a direct result of the work of our beloved community. So that's absolutely huge. Is there a chance that some of us could be useful to Rob as the special international squad? Could be. I don't know. That's something. So something I am working on these days with Daniel. It just came up recently, so we don't have a very well thought out plan, but we have concepts of a plan of hopefully at least someone got that reference. We have concepts of a plan of some cross squad work and some cross squad tasks and grants in the Nym Squad League. This was a request, of course, by our Latin American community, and I think it's a really good one. We want to make sure that the global nature of the Nym community is emphasized a bit more, and we want to encourage you guys to work together more cross borders, cross continents. This was always possible in the Nym Squad League framework. I created it so that it's possible, but it was never encouraged. So we're going to be looking into ways to encourage it a bit more. So stay tuned, Uncle M. I don't know, maybe maybe at some point in the future, there is going to be the special international squad to work with Rob on things. Thanks for the question.
Just a short comment about the translations. I want to say that I am really thankful for everyone who is involved in translating anything, because right now, regarding like the affiliates, we're mainly working with English publications, English affiliates, or like people who do everything in the English language. But there are so many huge markets. We do have some publications like in France, in Germany, in Sweden, but once we have the page localized, I believe that it will have a huge impact on the conversion rate, and we can start investing more in other countries. Because just to tell you like how big, like the affiliate world is crazy big. And even us just working on impact, we have like a database of 300,000 potential partners that we could work with. And once we have the localization done on the website, we can outreach a lot of the people, Spanish, Italian, whatever. So I'm really thankful for you for doing that work. I feel like it will make it happen a lot quicker than it would have otherwise. And once you can see the website is localized, we will have a lot more partners and a lot more publications coming in.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that extra info. Now, I really don't want to grab too much of Katrina's time, so we only have time for one more question, and I have to be selective here. But I'm going to grab a question who's from someone who is very close to them community, but isn't really asking a lot of questions on these community calls, and also someone who now joined the Twitch gang, which is a very exclusive small gang of NymVPN or Nym community call enjoyers. So. This one is from Silenced from the Tupinim Quim squad, and it's also a really, really good question. So wait, is it? Can I somehow show the whole question? Interesting. Anyways, for some reason I can't seem to show the whole question here because it's a long one. But I'm just going to read it out for you guys. So, Sidon says, I believe that Nym changed the VPN and privacy market with the entry of the mixnet, but this will probably cause other companies to launch their own. For example, Vitarin from Ethereum has disclosed its intention to set up a mixnet on the privacy roadmap of Ethereum. How will Nym cope with competition from larger projects and companies? We have the advantage of being first, of course. Yeah. So basically, the question is, now that mixnets are out, maybe I'll leave half of the question on here. Now that mixnets are out, we're one of the pioneers of mixnet technology. But of course, if it is indeed the next step in privacy preserving technology, then others could emulate us, could copy us, could build their own mixnets. And how will we compete in such an environment? Do you have any thoughts on this, Katrina?
Not too many, but just my thoughts are like we are already in a very competitive market with the VPNs. I'm not sure what the future holds with the mixnets. I feel like all of the companies taking a very close look on what other companies are doing. So I feel like there are people in the company who would work on that in advance. So I don't have like a particular answer, but I feel like we are in a good place, and I'm not that worried. What do you feel, Sudo?
Well, okay, so this is Sudo answering, not Nym, the company answering. Okay, this is my private feelings about this question. If indeed other companies, whether it's the Ethereum Foundation or existing other VPN providers or anybody else, maybe a new company does develop mixnets, I am extra ultra happy, and I hope that happens because that means that the bar for privacy has been raised around the world. To be completely honest with you guys, I don't mind. Obviously, I love Nym. But I don't mind where this revolution comes from. We just have to have it, and it has to happen. That's what's most important to me. And if I see competitors in this space who step up to this level of individual privacy. I am super happy to see that. So I would never be against that. As mentioned earlier, by the way, just as a side note, obviously NymVPN is the first commercial use case of the Nym mixnet, which underpins it. But it's not impossible for other projects to also build their VPNs on top of the Nym mixnet. So that could also happen, right? NymVPN is just one it's just one use case. And maybe if you think you can take a better crack at a VPN, maybe you think it could be better than NymVPN is, feel free to launch a competitor. Competition is always good. It's good for the market. It's good for the individual. And when it comes to competing for the best individual privacy that people can get through your app, it's a winning battle for everyone. So actually, I really hope that at least someone's watching, and I really hope that they are already working on their mixnets, because we need mixnets. All of us do, and I hope there's going to be many mixnets in the near future. But a bit more of like a Nym answer to your question. Obviously, we have the first movers advantage in this regard. There are a bunch of other projects which developed mixnet technology. Mixnets are nothing new. They were first, I think it was 1982 when Dave Chomp wrote the mixnet paper. So there were iterations of mixnets all along, but ours is the most full-fledged. By the way, you haven't seen her in a while, so she's back now. So yeah, ours is the most full-fledged for the time being, and it's the first one to go commercial on the market. So yeah, we have the first movers advantage. Hopefully that will last for a bit, but even if it doesn't, we're all winning in the end. All right, I think that brings us to the end of this call. How was that for you, Katrina?
I was really nervous at the beginning, but now I feel a lot better. I really liked all of these questions. I feel like we did a great job. And I feel like the community did a great job also asking the questions.
Yes. Our community always does a great job at asking great questions and also just hanging out with us. So yes, a big thanks to everyone who joined us today. It was a fun call. Hopefully you learned something and you got some answers to your questions about Nym's marketing strategy and the affiliate program, the referral program, whatever it may be. But of course, before we wrap up, I have to give you guys your POAP, which is a little NFT to commemorate us hanging out together. So you need to go to the usual place, which is nym.com/go/POAP. And the secret phrase is, drumroll, what is the secret phrase? 100K is a secret phrase with a not capital K. So this is the number of users we're aiming to acquire for NymVPN before the end of the year. So yeah, that's a target. We're gonna hit it with your help, with the company's help, and yeah, let's go. Let's do it. And with all of that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Big thanks again for joining us, and huge thanks to you for jumping on, Katrina, especially in such short notice. And hopefully I'll get to see you back at some point.
Thank you, guys.